Hello, this is my case study 3. My name is Alexia Banks. I've been working in ABA for 2 years. I'm currently a program supervisor, and this is my last semester here at Ball State University. This client is Harold. He is a 10-year-old Caucasian male diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, oppositional defiance disorder, speech-language delay, and developmental delay. Harold was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder in 2016, and he started receiving ABA services in 2020. He attended kindergarten but has since been homeschooled. Harold is a vocal child who has just recently begun using full sentences when communicating with others, and he is very motivated by verbal praise from others. Harold's staff will be trained using behavioral skills training. Behavioral skills training, or other known as BST, is a structured method that uses 4 steps. And the steps are instruction, modeling, rehearsal, and feedback, and these are used to teach new behaviors effectively. Instruction explains the behavior, modeling demonstrates it, rehearsal allows practice, and feedback provides guidance for improvement. The goal is to help learners acquire skills independently through a systematic approach. Harold's staff will be trained using BST during their initial training with Harold. So first, they're going to be told how to run a session with him. They will be shown. So their first session with Harold will be one where they are just observing the session and everything's being modeled to them. Their next session with Harold, they're going to get the opportunity to run the session where they're, in that rehearsal phase. And that's where and then they're also going to be getting feedback during that session. And then they're going to have a final session where the BCBA kind of signs them off or approves them for working with Harold. They'll also use BST when new interventions are introduced with Harold. So say we're introducing a DRO, that would be taught to them, modeled to them, they would rehearse it, and then they would be given feedback on their implementation of that intervention. As for measuring validity, I would start by ensuring that the data collection methods are aligned with the specific goals and targets of the intervention. This involves operationally defining the behaviors in a clear, observable, and measurable terms. I may periodically review the data collected by the RBTs to check for consistency and accuracy, and I could use techniques such as inter-observer agreement just to make sure that they are taking data correctly. As for treatment integrity, I can measure treatment integrity by employing several different strategies. One common method is direct observation, where I will observe RBTs during session to ensure that they're following procedures correctly. This can involve the use of checklists or fidelity check forms that outline the steps of the intervention. I might also conduct regular supervision sessions. This will be where I'll provide feedback on how an RBT is running session, and I may coach RBTs to address any deviations from the protocol. So to conclude, Harold's staff is receiving behavioral skills training in order to learn his initial session flow. They'll receive BST when new interventions are in place, and we are measuring validity as well as treatment integrity. And that's all I have. Thank you.